Sustainable.
That's hard. Sustainably.
Sustainably.
Plus.
Say hi.
Hi. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm super excited. I have my littlest sister here with me. Growing up in a family of 5 sisters, we definitely had a lot of discussions about fashion. So when I started my sustainable fashion journey, I've wanted to share what I've discovered with my sisters. This is a beginner's guide to sustainable fashion. Carissa is going to be asking me a couple questions, and I will do my best to answer all her questions.
Alright, so first question, what is sustainable fashion?
To put it simply, sustainable fashion is ensuring that everyone in the whole supply chain has fair treatment, fair wages, and fair working facilities, while at the same time also protecting the environment and its resources. So that's the simplest version. Most people don't even realize that the fashion industry has created a form of modern day slavery, specifically enslaving millions of children, which is such a big deal. So this is a conversation that needs to be had.
That's crazy that it causes slavery. So help me understand, how does it cause slavery?
From the research I have done, the slavery goes all the way from kids picking cotton in the field to women in a factory in terrible working conditions and being mistreated. It's multifaceted. It doesn't look one way. I'm going to give you an example of a hypothetical young girl who works in a factory.
Okay.
Nishad was only 15 years old when she dropped out of school in order to go work in a clothing factory far away from her village in order to help support her family. Her parents were promised that she'd be well fed, she'll be sheltered, she'd be educated, and that at the end of her 3-year contract, they would be given a dowry for marriage, which is really important, specifically in some cultures. With high hopes for a better future, she left everything she knew and her family close by in order to go take this job in a clothing factory.
Sounds like it would be such a good situation to be put in, good job, good benefits.
Yeah. All her hopes were shattered though, as she realized that her new life is a far cry from the picture that was painted. Imagine this, she gets there and she's sleeping on the ground in a room with 12 other girls. She's sharing a dirty bathroom with 35 other people, and she has terrible, miserable working conditions. Nishad was required to work over 70 hours in a super hot factory. Her employers mistreated her and verbally abused her, and not only that, is when she was sick, there's no such thing as calling out. She still had to go to work. She's not only having to deal with excessive hours and terrible conditions, she's also not being paid the wages that she was promised. She went in order to help support her family, so now she's sending the little money that she's making back to her family and trying to survive off of the little she has left. The fashion industry has exploited millions of people all around the world, specifically in poor countries, and it's just really sad that in this day and age that this is still happening, that people are in slavery.
One week I worked 70 hours plus in a week, and that was crazy, but it was nice because I got to go home and I had a nice bed and food and stuff, or clean, and I can't imagine working 70 plus hours back to back, and it's crazy.
So every story is different, but it's just crazy that even just experiencing a couple of those things is so wrong. It just breaks my heart that that is still happening. It's happening because of Western consumerism mindsets. Our mindset that we always want the new, we always want what's best, we want what's in style, and we want it now. There's so many seasons of fashion, and previously there would be 4 seasons, summer, spring, winter, fall. Now there's I think it's 20 something releases that they have, and so there's this overproduction of clothes. So something's gotta change.
That is so crazy. Wow. Wow. I keep saying wow. It's honestly what's going on. Like, I'm speechless. Like, all I can say is wow. How did you find out about sustainable fashion?
Actually, I found out about it by Instagram. I saw someone's post about fair trade dresses, and I had kind of heard about it a little bit, but never like been educated. And when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I should look up fair trade, which then led me to ethical fashion and sustainable fashion. And so that's how I heard about it. And then I watched a documentary called The True Cost, which I recommend everybody to watch it. It's free on Amazon Prime, so if you have Amazon Prime, you should go watch it. But it is so informative and lets you see the effects, because a lot of people just can't even see it.
Before you, I had never heard of ethical or sustainable fashion before.
It's crazy.
How do we not support fast fashion?
There's a couple ways. The first way is to actually buy sustainably made clothes. Second, and probably has become one of my favorite, is actually second-hand shopping. So buying second-hand is really important for a lot of reasons. One, you are not supporting big industries who are fueling this overproduction. Two, a lot of second-hand shops support the community. I went thrifting the other day. Several of the shops I went to support like the elderly in the community, hospice, home health, and all those things. You're really giving back to your community, which is awesome. And thirdly, you can just find so many good things there. I will tell you, and you know this from growing up, I used to hate thrifting. Hate thrifting.
I'm going thrifting today for the first time in like, I don't know, 10 plus years. I legit can't even remember.
I realized it's not bad to go into a secondhand store and buy something that is from a nice brand. And honestly, I found several things that had tags on it last time, so win for me. The other thing about secondhand shopping is it's super affordable. There's some things that I won't secondhand shop, like I'm not gonna buy me some undies from the thrift store. So the money that you're saving by buying secondhand, you can put towards buying sustainably for other things like undies. Thrifting apps, Poshmark, ThredUp, because there's some people that just don't like going in thrift stores.
Yeah, or they just like online shopping.
Yes, I can put a link below to some of them. And then you can also do consignment shopping. You give it and then the person makes a small amount of money off of it.
The main reason why I didn't buy sustainably made clothes is because I didn't know about this. What are some other reasons do you think people don't buy like sustainably made clothes?
One, people don't know. Two, people don't see the value of it. Maybe they've heard of it, but they don't even know why it's even important. Three, it can be very expensive, so if they don't know how to do it on a budget, then they don't even walk down that path. And then four, a lot of people just don't feel like they have the resources in order to do it. Like
stores or like where to look.
Yes, stores. Like it just feels overwhelming. They're like, I don't even know where to start. And so a lot of times if it feels so big and like a huge change, then sometimes a lot of people have a hard time actually just making the change.
Yeah. What are some recommendations you have for buying sustainably made clothes on a budget?
You can rent clothes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Like say we're going to like a really nice wedding or something, we want a new dress. Instead of going out and buying this brand new dress, we could just rent a dress for the occasion. I will say you do have to be careful with it because you just don't want to fuel another form of fast fashion. They just buy a bunch of fast brand stuff and then just rent it out to people. So you don't want that. You kind of want the smaller, like, hey, I have a dress, you have a dress, like, swap, right? Get together with friends, honestly, and do a clothing swap if you definitely like their style.
And you're the same size.
And you're the same size, yeah. The other thing is a lot of people with thrifting feel like, oh, it doesn't fit me right. Well, you can totally alter your clothes simply. And granted, like I'm the first to tell you, I am not a seamstress by any means. I barely know how to use a sewing machine. If you have a friend who's really good, or maybe your mom or someone else, you can get something that is like almost what you want and get it altered. And even if you have to pay someone $5 to do it, it's still already super cheap, so you could totally go that route too. The other big thing is to start thinking about longevity. It's better to think about quality instead of quantity. So like when I buy a piece, I'm not just gonna buy something that I like for this season or because it's in style. I'm like, okay, is this something that I can wear for years? Can I style this thing a bunch of different ways instead of just one way? And how can I get creative? When we have too much, we lose that touch of creativity. I think it's super valuable to have few items and just get creative.
Like statement clothes that can all like go together.
Yes, yeah, and just mix it up. The other thing is, which I honestly just learned about this, I'm still learning so much on this journey, but in order to help with sustainable fashion, it's actually taking care of our clothes. Washing them the way that they're supposed to be washed and not washing them as much. Not like, obviously I don't want you to walk around stinky. And something I'm so excited about that I'm about to do is hang dry things outside so it's not going through the dryer. We live here in sunny Northern California. I can do that. I know some people can't do that, but just come up with ways that you can save energy and resources and increase the longevity of your clothes. Take it one step at a time. Like, do not overwhelm yourself. Don't feel like you have to have a whole new wardrobe. Keep what you have, and just from now on, be conscious about your purchases. So, do you feel informed?
I do. I feel like I know so much more.
I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and comment below some of your questions about ethical fashion. I would love if you share this video because it's a topic that a lot of people don't know about and it's really important. So if you would share this, it would make my heart so happy.
Don't forget to subscribe to her channel.
Turn the little bell option on so you'll get notifications when my next video is released.
Every Wednesday.
That's right! Woo-hoo!
She'll see you then, not me.
I will see you then. Thanks so much for watching. See you later! By fast fashion supply chain. Say that 100 times over. It's like a tongue twister. Okay. If you clink.
Clink.
Wow, you're like tongue tied today. They're thrift doors.